So you started an AI agency and you're not making any money. You probably thought that making money from this was extremely easy. And it's because you probably saw a guru or an influencer on social media that was showing you how to build AI systems, automations, and workflows and AI agents, and making it look effortless, making it look like making money from this was extremely easy. And now you're stuck because you're subscribed to their paid community, you pay on a monthly basis, on a monthly subscription, and you're not making any money. Well, luckily for you, you found the best YouTube channel that gives out free advice for AI agencies and AI entrepreneurs. And why should you even listen to me? Is because I've had my AI agency for close to 2 years now. Clients pay us tens and thousands of dollars. As a matter of fact, they pay us every single month because we automate their entire business. We have clients from Canada, from the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, and they come to us to get their business automated so that they can make more money with their business. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about some components as to why making money is difficult for you. And I'm going to tell you guys how I applied these components into my business so that clients pay us tens and thousands of dollars every month. Because it's that simple. To be quite honest, it's not that difficult, guys. You just need to have common sense. And you just need to take action. And hopefully you guys apply the components that I talk about in this video, because this knowledge, this value that I'm providing for you guys is absolutely free. I'm not asking for anything back. I mean, it would be nice if you guys gave a like, subscribed, or followed me on Instagram, because I truly believe that if you apply these components that I'm going to talk about in this video, you are going to be one of the few people that message me saying that they made money by applying my strategies. And I'm very confident if you just follow these components, because this worked for me. And I'm not a genius. I'm just a regular guy that saw an opportunity in the market. I started my AI agency in Canada when I didn't have any money. When I pretty much did not have a lot of money. And then I pretty much grew it. Now I moved to the Philippines after getting paid thousands of dollars from my clients. And now I live here, I earn in USD, and I spend it in a lower currency, and life is good. So now I'm sharing you guys the strategies that I've used in order for you to also enjoy the fruits of your labor and make money with your AI agency, because again, it's not quite difficult. The market opportunity is huge. All you need to do is take action. So, okay, let's start. The key to making money, especially from AI, is to sell a lot of what you're selling with little to no resistance. Imagine if you had clients that come to you and you sell them an AI system worth $10,000 and they just say yes to you all the time. There's no objections, there's no questions, they just give you their money. Wouldn't that be so easy? Wouldn't that be extremely easy? Now, there's a few factors involved when it comes to this. There's a few things that you guys are not doing. But you need to understand that if you want to make money from this, you just got to ensure that there's no resistance. There's little to no resistance when it comes to this. Yes, objections, it's normal. Because clients ask questions. Is this going to work for me? Is this not going to work for me? What's the guarantee? Right? There's a lot of components. But imagine this. If I were to sell you a $100 bill, and you just have to give me $20 and you get my $100. It's that easy, right? There's no resistance. You just take my $100, I take your 20, and you got $100 now, I got my 20. So you don't have to necessarily do that. You just got to ensure that the systems that you're selling is worth more than what they're paying you. The perceived value of what you're offering has to be higher than what you're selling it for. Because if your clients are getting more than what they're paying you, then getting their money is effortless. It's that easy, right? So you just got to ensure that the value that you're providing is worth more than what they're paying you. That's one of the ways that you are going to make money from this. If you're selling an AI system, or if you're selling AI agents, and your system is worth more, at least from their perception, than what they're paying you, They're just going to give you their money. Trust me, I know. So you just got to ensure that that's the case, right? And also, your offer has to have a clearly defined ROI. They have to make money from your offer. Because let's say, for example, if you're just offering AI agents to a new business, there's no traffic that's coming in. There's no messages. There's no phone calls. How is the AI agent going to work if there's no traffic? Right? So there's a few things that you need to consider. First things first, you need to understand a problem within that specific industry. Because if you look at one industry and you analyze and you find leaks and breakages with their process. Let's say, for example, there's a business that has a high ticket offer, but they don't have clients that are interested in their offer. So the problem is they're not getting enough leads. They're not doing any marketing. Leads are the lifeline of any business. If you don't have any leads that are coming in, then there's no business. How are you going to make money if people are not interested in your service or in your product or whatever it is that you're selling? So that's a problem in itself. And most businesses, especially service-based businesses, they have problem with leads. They have problem with traffic. So how can you provide an offer that's backed with AI, right? So you can offer them lead generation, like Meta ads, like Google ads, SEO, anything that drives traffic to their page, to their services, to get them people that are interested in their service. So now you solve that problem with lead generation. Now, instead of them having to manually book these leads into appointments, you have an AI agent. So let's say, for example, they have 20 leads that are coming in. They have 20 leads that are coming in, and those are just leads. Let's say, for example, their office hours are between 9 to 5. What happens with all those inquiries after 5 p.m.? Nobody's going to answer the phone. Well, luckily for you, your AI agent is working 24/7. So even when they sleep, they make money. And imagine the revenue potential that they're losing without your AI agent. Let's say, for example, 5 phone calls come after 5 p.m. And those 5 phone calls are worth, let's just say, $25,000. So they're leaving $25,000 on the table by not subscribing to your system. So it's just a matter of letting them understand that this is what they're losing. This is the opportunity cost. This is the money that's left on the table. And if you don't solve this problem, you're just losing money. Right? Because most inquiries happen after 5 p.m. So if you can show them that this is what they're losing, you're losing $25,000 by not having your system, by not subscribing to your AI system. And you can just tell them, you can just pay me $2,500 for this service, lead generation plus AI. So instead of them having to lose $25,000, they get to keep that in their bank account. And they just have to pay you a fraction, well, a small amount of that. If they're making $100,000 already and you increase their business to $125,000, I mean, that's a pretty good trade-off. And they're just paying you $2,500 per month, $3,000 per month, depending on how you price it. I suggest you don't go below $2,500 because I think that what you're offering is a big solution to their problem and you're providing massive value. So I suggest that you charge high ticket. And a second component that I want to talk to you guys about is offering a free trial. Now, most agency owners don't want to do this because they want to get cash up front. Well, let me tell you what. I've had a client that has been with me for over a year. He pays us $2,000 every single month. And I got this guy because this is a huge company. This is one of the bigger franchises in this industry, and they're making millions. And I got him because at first he was skeptical. There's a bunch of agencies out there that overpromise and underdeliver. They just promise you the world and they pretty much don't do anything. And they just grab your money and go. which ruins the reputations of us marketing companies and AI agencies. So I came to a conclusion where I had to offer this guy a 14-day trial. And I gave him a guarantee. If we don't give you X amount of leads in 2 weeks, we are going to return your ad spend. So there was risk involved on my end, and I didn't mind taking that risk. I mean, if you don't take risks, then what are you doing, man? You need to take risks, bro. If you want to become better in life, you just got to go out and take risks. A lot of entrepreneurs that come up to me, they're risk adverse. Well, take as much risk as you can while you're young. You don't have a family right now. You don't have a mortgage. You don't have a loan. Take risks, bro. And I took this risk. But it was a calculated risk because I knew that he was going to pay me $3,000 as a setup fee after the 14 days. And after 14 days, he paid me my money. I knew that this method would work. And now, when we have clients that have a lot of resistance, I just tell them, look, just give you a 14-day trial. We'll bring you results first. We'll bring you value first. After the 14 days, I expect $3,000 being sent to my account. And they see the results, right? Because we bring results. And if you're an agency and you want to try this, you have to bring results. Offer something for free. Take a look at a company like Stripe. Stripe offers it for free. You can have a Stripe account right now for free, and you can have a payment processor. But what happens when you start bringing results and you start making money? They take a cut from it. So either offer this for free and then go on a monthly retainer, setup fee plus monthly retainer, or just work on a performance basis. I've also had clients where they pay me 10% of the total project cost. So let's say, for example, they close a project worth $100,000. They pay me $10,000 for that project, cash. And it's a great feeling because you are incentivized to bring them results. And instead of having to offer them on a monthly retainer, I love this. This is my favorite method of getting paid because their margins are high and they pay us 10% of whatever they close. Let's say, for example, the minimum job that they close is $50,000. Just for one project, we made $5,000. Right? So the other component that I want to talk to you guys about, we already talked about solving problems, solving leaks in a business, and charging them a percentage of the money that they're losing, the problem that you're solving, the money that they're making. Instead of them having to lose money, now they're making money. And the second part is Stripe. The Stripe method, where you're offering them something for free. And then once they're getting results, they'll pay you money. I mean, these two alone, guys, these two alone are worth massive value. You guys just need to try it. You need to try it. Because if you don't try it, you will never know. You will never know. It's that simple. And the third component that I want to talk to you guys about is just being a specialist in your industry. Just pick one niche. Don't go broad. Don't become a generalist. Become a specialist. Imagine if you were the go-to guy for epoxy flooring, for example, and all of your case studies, all of your results are coming from companies that are epoxy flooring companies. And you're offering your solutions to epoxy flooring companies. And if they see your website, let's say, for example, you have a website called Epoxy Flooring Leads, for example. You're like a specialist at this. An epoxy flooring company is going to go to your website. He's going to see the services that you provide, the solutions that you provide, and the results that you've been able to accomplish for companies that are similar to his company, which is epoxy flooring. If he sees that epoxy flooring companies are making money from your solutions, guess what's going to happen? There's less resistance because he already knows that you can solve the problem within his industry. And epoxy flooring companies, they have similar problems. One being that they don't have more appointments, they don't have booked estimates. And if I was an epoxy flooring company and I go to a company that solves problems for epoxy flooring companies and brings results, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take money out of my pocket and I'm gonna give it to you so that you can solve my problem. But the point that I'm trying to make is that you just have to lessen the resistance. There has to be little to no resistance because there is pain associated in buying. If I was buying something from you, there is pain associated because I don't want to just give you my money. I don't even know who you are. And most of these businesses don't even know who you are. So you just got to combat that pain, counter that pain, and give them something more comfortable. And that's the same components that I've used to make money with my AI agency. You're just going to make it easy for them to give you money. That's all that it is. You're just going to make it easy for them to give you money. And again, the key to making money is to just sell a lot of what you're selling with little to no resistance. And you have to counter the pain that they have with something that's more comfortable for them. Either offer them a guarantee, an offer with a clear ROI, plus a guarantee, where if you could tell a company, listen, we're going to make you $100,000 in 120 days. If we don't achieve that, we give you a full refund. Or you offer them something for free, you bring them results first, and then you bill them after the results come. That's all that it is. And just become a specialist. Don't go general on the niche. Just have a specialized niche and become the very best at that niche. And those are the components that I've used personally in my own AI agency that got me to where I am today. And no, I'm not selling you guys a course. I'm not selling you guys anything. I do have a booking link down below. If you're serious about growing your agency and scaling past $10,000 per month, let's have a conversation. Let's see if I can help. That's it for today, guys. Peace out. Take care. Let's make some money. Bye.